subject. Oh, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask this question to everyone later on because I really wanted to know that how many of you are from HR background or how many of you have never studied HR before. It's a very good question to ask. All right. So what we are going to do today is that we will understand that why people analytics is important, what exactly people analytics is all about. Okay, and I will give you a quick introduction of the course and also about the assessments, but we will talk about that later on in more detail when you will be there in the offline face-to-face classes. If you are in Hanoi, you will meet me, and if you are in Saigon, then you will meet your another lecturer. I'm going to introduce her to you as well today, and then we will have a lot of discussions about this. Okay, but before that, I have so many questions. So we are not using Menti slides for this, but we are using this chatbot. And because we are not many people together today, it's just 21, you and one me. So I want you to use this chatbot and write down as much as you can. Or you have to unmute yourself and talk to me. Okay, so you have two options. But you cannot just be a passive learner here. You have to be very active. That's how this class will become very, very interesting. Okay, ready? All right, so the first question that I want you all to answer me is how are you feeling today? Please write down in the chat pod. Are you feeling happy? Excited? Nervous? Sad? Sleepy? Yes, feeling good. Come on, everyone. Write down. Very excited. Me too. I'm very excited too. Write down. Ah, very soon, Bakley. But just after this class, you will have your coffee in your hand. Okay? Hmm. That's interesting. No, you're excited, Min? Hmm. Okay. Sometimes I read the names in reverse order, and sometimes I read the names from the front to back because Vietnamese names are still very confusing to me. But I'll try very hard to remember your names. Okay? I promise. But before that, I want you all to be very participative. Okay? Yes. Feeling hopeful and excited, just like me. Very good, everyone. All right. Now let me ask you second question. Now you have to answer the second question that what you did in your semester break. How was it? Did you travel? Did you spend some time with your family? Did you go on an internship or just sleep? I wish I could sleep when I have a break, but I never get a break. Come on, write down. I didn't get any single answer. Wow, cooking. That's amazing. You went to US? Oh, so awesome. Shanghai? Very good. Keep writing, everyone. Keep writing, keep writing. I want to know about all of you. How would you know about each other? Or how would you know about me? How would I know about you if you will not write down? That's a good thing to do. What about rest of the people? Did you go on a secret mission or some spying thing that you are not sharing with us? No, right? Then why are you not writing? Wow, that's a very good thing, Ben. Hmm. Interesting. All right. Oh, I have more answers. I slept to make up the last semester. Good job. I appreciate that as well. I think resting is equally important as working hard. Good. All day, all month. Oh, are you not tired of sleeping? But good. Good you had a good rest. I loved it. Any other answers? Anyone else who would like to tell us what you did in the semester break? Very good. Now let's start. Let's start this and keep this energy high throughout this session and keep writing. Okay? Your cat is pregnant. That means you are going to have a lot of small, small kittens. Oh, that's so cute. So, when your kittens arrive, you should share the picture with all of us so that we can see them. Okay? Promise? Yes. Do that, okay? Okay. So, how this class is going to go ahead with? Yes. I will be giving my introduction to you so that you all can know a little bit about me, and then I will talk about that what this course is all about, why learning people analytics is so important. I will give you many examples that how companies are actually using them, and then we will understand that what are some recent things happening in the world and how you can be part of that. Okay, shall we start? Okay. But before every class, it is very, very important that you complete all your pre-class activities. Okay, so you have to go through the canvas so that you are a little bit aware about that what is happening or what this module is all about so that you can catch up easily, because many of you might not actually be from HR background or might not have studied anything. And I'm not scaring you, but I just want to share this with you that this is an HR advanced course. Advanced means when students have learned many HR things already, then they opt for this course. But because you are opting it maybe as your first HRM course, you have to prepare first for what all the HRM concepts are so that you can apply the analytics on that. Okay, so we will learn both the things simultaneously, but you might have to work a little bit harder so that you can learn about HR concepts as well. Already been learning about this, so understand that. Okay, all right. Now, this is my introduction, a very quick introduction. So, I'm working as a lecturer of human resource management at RMIT University from last 3 years. And before that, I was working in India for 10 years. I have work experience to be the assistant professor, program leader, corporate trainer, and startups like the people like you who start their own business. And I work as an HR consultant. So I help other people to take care of their HR work so that they can learn how they can take decisions or how they can build their policies. So I help them with all these kind of things. Okay. And I have done my PhD in HRM, so that is also my major. And when I'm not doing anything, I travel a lot and I love traveling just like you, many of you have mentioned. So you went to US, you went to Shanghai, I went somewhere else. And I also like cooking, just like you. So I think we are very similar. And when I get tired, I just sleep. Really. I love sleeping too, but I hardly get any chance. But if you get a chance, do take care of yourself. Okay? So I will be teaching in Hanoi campus as a lecturer and tutor, and for Saigon campus, I will only be teaching you online, but your lecturer, Miss Fwang, you will meet her there in Saigon, and she is also very experienced lecturer now. She's been teaching this course for almost 3-4 years, and she will be teaching you there. Okay. Now, what we are going to do today is this is our learning module for today. So, we will understand that why people analytics is important, how different kind of trends are happening, and what this course overall looks like. Okay, so let me start with this one. So, just like every other course, this is also a blended learning where you will have 1 hour lecture and then 2 hours of tutorial classes. You have 3 assessments similar to every other things, and we will be learning diverse topics. So, we will start learning from the fundamentals, what people analytics is all about, why this is important. Then we will learn about quantitative data analysis, where we will do analysis based on number data. Okay, for example, how many employees you have, how many employees are getting what kind of salary, what are their performance scores. So we will have a lot of numbers and we will analyze it using Excel. So you will learn something about advanced Excel as well. And you will learn a very good tool which is called as Power BI. Okay, so we will use these two tools to analyze the data, which is the first part. And the second part, we will learn about the qualitative data, data which is not in numbers. For example, interview data, data that is coming from the feedback forms, data that people are leaving in the comment sections. So we can pick all those data and we can analyze to understand that what exactly is happening. Okay, that is called as qualitative data. So we will learn different types of topics and we will also practice different case studies with numbers and qualitative data so that you can understand that how this works. Okay, now don't get scared about anything. Why? Because initially everything is very new, and especially this course, you might not have studied something similar anywhere else. So it might sound very new to you, but it doesn't mean it is difficult. New things are just new. New things are not difficult. So don't think that, oh my God, how am I going to do that? You will do it and you will do it very well. And we are here to help you. Okay. So if you feel like that something is coming which you have never studied before or something is very new to you, it's okay. It's just new. Right? So don't get scared about anything. It's just we will take one step at one time and then we will keep moving ahead. But you have taken this course, which is one of the most demanding skill in the market right now. This is a skill course. People analytics is not a theory course. It is a skill based course. People get jobs just by learning analytics. And you are learning this, that means you are building one strong skill and you can use that skill as one of the highlight of your resume and you will get job because you know this skill. And if you think, oh, Vietnamese companies, they don't use analytics, that's not true. Because I have interviewed many Vietnamese people recently for my research, and now they are trying to understand how they can use it. And the good part is that you would already be knowing how to use it. Okay, so we will learn all the skills which are highly required for the companies, not only just in Vietnam, but across the world. And you will already be knowing it once you will pass out this course and graduate. All right, now let's go ahead and answer another question in the chat pod. Okay, what do you think? What are your expectations from this course? What came in your mind when you decide that I want to take this course? You want to learn Power BI? You want to get an HD? Very good. How about others? Do you have any specific? Mind reading? That might be difficult. I don't think I can teach you how to read the minds. I can teach you how to read data. Maybe we can figure it out together. Analytics course, yes. It just appeared on my additional business course, so it may be helpful for tourism and hospitality. Yes. So analytics is a very open field. You have marketing analytics, tourism analytics, consumer analytics, financial analytics, HRM analytics. So if you learn analytics part, you can apply it anywhere. It's just that here, all the examples, all the case studies, all the data that you will be having will be related to human, HR. Okay. How to utilize, where I was, oh, people have given me so many answers. Sorry. Yes. To know how to collect data and from data, not numerical like GG form responses. Yeah. So you will learn about how to collect data, not only from Google Forms, but you will also learn about different ways of collecting numerical and non-numerical data both. Yes, and you will get graduated very soon, Nat. I'm so proud of you. More how to utilize data to analyze HR performance. Yeah, that's a very good way of looking at it. How to utilize evidence-based insights. Oh, amazing. Beware of human behavior. It it was very sarcastic. No, actually, it was very straightforward, not even sarcastic. I don't think I still know how to do this, but again, we will figure out together. Okay? Actually, whenever I start teaching human resource management, this is my epic example that I give in the classroom always. Because you are not in my HRM class, but maybe some of you might have heard this before. So just imagine that you have hired a new employee. Okay, a new employee is coming into your organization. Now, what all things that human will bring inside the company? Talent, knowledge, experience, hard work. But that individual is going to bring 100 more things as well. Personality, temperaments, jealousy, competition, motivations, sometimes maybe bad behavior or anything. Okay, maybe a kindness, maybe helpfulness, maybe something which is very supportive. So every individual who comes anywhere, maybe inside our life or inside the company or in the team, they bring the whole package together, not just one thing that we want. And that makes humans scary. And if we can understand all these aspects of human, then 100% we can manage them very well and they will work hard for us in a positive way and we can retain them because retention of employees is a very big challenge nowadays, right? So that's all can be done with the help of analytics. If you know about human, if you have some information about them, you can actually analyze it and find out that what way we can treat them better and how we can retain them, right? And that's exactly what we are going to learn, and that's a very good point that you have put up there. So generally what people are doing in their organization or actually were doing, not doing right now. But before that, I want to read these comments. I think a lot of things are happening in the chat. So he has a point though, part of the life is observing pattern around you, including yourself. Yeah, since you miss something very small but very important around you and might never even yes, very good. There's a lot of interesting things going around. Okay. Now where I was talking about that how companies used to work. Although recently they have changed because now they are more data driven, but before that. For example, okay, so they just take an hypothetical example. So there was a company and in that company, the performance of employees was dropping and people were not able to achieve their KPIs, their goals were not met, everyone was very demotivated. Now in that case, the CEO, the owner of the company, was very concerned because he wanted to achieve the goals financially. And then he was like, okay, let me invite all the managers and ask them that why it is happening. Okay. So he invited all the managers and had a small meeting with them to ask that, why we are missing out all our goals. KPIs are not meeting, our sales is dropping. That's not how it should be. Otherwise, we will be in the loss. Now, managers had no idea. They were just being delusional, and they were like, "Oh, this is happening because we just recently changed that technology, and because of that software problems, now our KPIs are missing out." And CEO was very concerned about it. And CEO was like, I have spent millions of dollars on that technology, and you are saying the sales is dropping because of the technology. That's not how it should be. You should do something about it. So managers were like, okay, meanwhile, everyone is figuring out what we should do. Let's move back to the manual work and we will do manual work. CEO was like, do whatever, but I want sales. End of the discussion. Now they started bringing the manual things again. That $1 million spent on the technology is waste. Now, what is happening? People are doing manual work. No software uses. Still sales is dropped. Now CEO is again concerned. CEO is like, what is this happening? Why? Then CEO decided, okay, now let me not ask managers. Let me ask HR, and HR will figure out why people are not working. So HR was a smart person. She collected the data from the employees and asked employees that what kind of problems or challenges they are facing. So she ran a survey and asked the employees to give the feedbacks, give the scoring on the survey forms, and then she figured out that the actual problem was not the software. Software was actually doing very well and solving a lot of problem of human beings. The actual problem was managerial support. Manager were not supporting employees, and because they were not supporting employees, they were not knowing exactly what to do, and that's why their goals got dissolved and they were not able to achieve anything. So the problem was something else, and the managers have something else in their minds, and the actual thing came up with something else. So when you have the data, you can analyze it and come to the real problem solving, not something coming from the assumptions, delusions, or something that people think about. Like, I think this is happening. If you think this is happening, that might not be the reason. You are just thinking about it, right? So when we think about data-based analysis, we don't assume anything. We actually figure out using facts. We actually figure out using right information. We actually using out really using the data, and that gives us 100% accurate answer, because data is just like maths. 2 plus 2 is always 4. It can never be 5 or 6, right? So when you have data, your chances of getting your answer is as accurate as maths. Of course, but we talk about behavioral sciences, right? Because HR is a behavioral thing. People have different moods, different feelings. So our analysis might not be 100% true as maths because it involves a lot of behavioral aspects, but it can be true in at a large level as well. Okay. So yes, to first solve the problem, you have to identify the problem first, and the data help us to use the problem. But does it mean that we should not use our intuitions? No, you should use your intuitions, because many a times our gut feeling, our brains knows what is happening. The data supports our intuitions, and data gives us a very real answer by finding out that whether our intuitions are correct or not correct. If data is saying your intuitions are not correct, maybe we can think something else. But if data is supporting our intuitions, that means we have to solve it, right? And that's this analytics work. Now, this might sound very, superficial, that how it would be working, how we are going to solve the problem like this. But once you will do it step by step, you will understand, yeah, we can do it. That's how it should be. Okay. Now let me give you, so I have a small video to show you, which I will show you a little bit later on. But let me ask you a simple question. Okay, I want to buy a new phone. Now think about it. And of course, you have to speak or write down. Okay, just don't think and be quiet. Think and do. So what do you think? How should I pick the right phone? So just imagine I'm at a store and they have Samsung Galaxies, iPhones. Even if you are India, you will find OnePlus and many other brands, right? What do you think? How should I pick the right phone? How do you pick your phone? You all have, I think 90% in the Vietnam, you people use iPhones. But how did you pick that? Why? How did you decide that I want to use iPhone, not Samsung, not something else? Based on your preference of the phone of appearance, functions, and how it serves your purpose. Hmm. Mm-hmm. What else? You love American stuff. Okay, and that's why you bought it. Fair enough. Very fair point. Price, color options, brand insurance policies. Mm-hmm. People are laughing. Was that American thing is a sarcastic remark? Or it was true? Budget features you need? Yes. Taking taking pictures, entertainment, selected brand, part dependence. Oh, that's a very technical answer. Path dependence. Hmm. Okay, so based on my budget, the color options, availability, I decided that I will go for iPhone 16 Pro. That's what I'm using right now. But before doing that, I also did some market research. I read the comments from other users. I see how many people have bought that. I also did some price research, right? And then I collected all these data. So my intuition was saying iPhone is going to be a very good phone. But I did some data collection process by reading the customer feedbacks, reviews, see how many number of points they have given it to, after sale services, or maybe the price value. So I did some research, I collected all these data. Somewhere I did pattern recognition. Pattern recognition means most of the people were saying it is a good phone, great battery life, worth for money. So I saw all these positive emotions. Some of them were saying negative as well, but they were very less. For example, they were saying, oh, it was very expensive phone. Not too bad. And then I see the average number of rating that it got. It was 4.1. And then I decided, yeah, the rating is more than 4. People are talking positively. I should buy it. And I did it. And that actually reduces the probability of me being wrong in my decision making, right? My decision became better, more accurate, less regret. The same thing happens in data analysis. So when you use your intuitions, just intuition, the chances of getting your decision wrong is higher. But when you have a little bit of data, you collect the data, you analyze it, you find out the patterns, the emotions, the sentiments, and you decide something. The probability of you getting wrong is very less. And that's what the database decision making is. It is as simple as that. Okay. Oh my God, I love to see this chatbot which is moving so fast and I'm missing out on everything. Durability is important. Personal taste and research. Why extra durable when you can have 10 same phone on the swap the entirely new one whenever one falls and break? You are amazing. All right, before we watch the video, can I have some thumbs ups or smileys or hearts so that I know you all are with me and you are getting my point? Yes. Are we all together? Do you want to speak anything? All going good? I love it. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for showing this positive response. And now this is a very small video, and this video is about the Netflix co-founder. Before I show you the video, let me tell you the Netflix story. Okay. Okay. So Netflix has a very big history. Let's skip to the main point. I'm pretty sure we all watch Netflix. You all watch Netflix too. Okay. Maybe not everyone, but many of you watch Netflix. Now, the Netflix's business model that works on the data analysis algorithm. Okay. And that algorithm is considered as one of the strongest algorithms because 80% of the Netflix business or subscription comes because of that one algorithm. And you know what that algorithm is? That algorithm is to understand that what every individual likes to watch based on their watch history and giving them recommendations. And 90% of the people, they just watch something that Netflix is recommending them. And that's how they keep up into that loop of subscription. But if that you may like this kind of recommendations have been stopped or not showing anymore, people will get so confused that what they should be watching because Netflix has thousands of things to do. So to solve this problem, what Netflix did? Netflix created this small algorithm, which is a data-based algorithm, in which every time you watch something, Netflix records the data about many things, like what language you are watching, what genre of movie you are watching, movie or series, whatever it is, whether it is a love story, comedy, action, mystery, something else. How much duration you have watched it? Did you drop in between or you continue to watch till the end? Okay. What all movies you have watched for like 10-15 minutes and you decided to drop it? What all movies you have rewatched? Netflix records every single data. And just based on that data, the algorithm is so strong, it gives you exact kind of recommendation that you would like to watch. And we pick the things from there and we keep watching it again and again and again. And we never stop this, and that's why the subscriptions keep going. And that's how Netflix makes 80% of its money. Right? So that's all is the power of data-based decision making because they have created this data-based model of algorithm. It is giving you the recommendations automatically, and people are into that loop. And that's the power of data. And that's how people are using it in real life, in HRM, in finance, in marketing, everywhere. And that's what this man is talking about. So he's saying that how we should actually be adding the data on our gut instincts so that we can become more accurate with our decision making and we can utilize it for many things. Okay. It's crazy how Netflix also deals with attrition in the context of consumers' watch time. That's true. That's a very good point. How did you know that? My God, you people are so smart already. It does. So if somebody is not actually watching much, they have a different way of retention. And if somebody is like a repetitive watcher, they have a different way of retention as well. All comes from data. And because they have multiple data points that they are storing into. Okay. Let me play this for you and tell me if it is audible to you. If it is not audible, maybe I will share it again and then we can rewatch it. Okay. All right. Got it? So that's what exactly I was telling you. And it's not me who is telling it, it's everyone, even the CEO, the co-founder, not the CEO, the co-founder of Netflix is also talking the same thing. So whenever we have any instincts, back up it with data. Or if you have data, use your instincts and use it very well to so that you can reduce the uncertainty. Okay. All right. Now the next question, which is the most important question that comes to us, is what exactly people analytics is. Okay. Before I answer, because I have the answer on the next slide, I would like to ask you people, what do you think what people analytics is? Would you like to speak? Then you can just unmute yourself and say it, or you have to write down. Then you should write down, Nat. If you cannot speak, then you have right option of writing down. Write down. What do you think what people analytics is based on all the discussions that we have so far? Are you guys writing? I cannot see anybody writing, and that's why I need to ask you. Yes, me, it's a very simple but very accurate definition that you have given. Yes, collecting data from employees, analyzing, and use it for the decision making. That's exactly it is. Hmm. Keep writing, keep writing. I'm waiting. I'll wait for as long as you want. Use data analysis for workforce. Wow, so many answers, so many good answers. Is to ultimately make the right decision financially, handling attrition because people come and go. Hmm. Understanding people's behavior and attitude through gathering data. Yes, yes. Link the workforce strategy to business goals using the data driven employee centric culture. My God, that's so intense. But of course, very correct. I loved all these answers. Discover potential in the company to develop use data to boost efficient, how to keep and let people stay. Very good answer. Use data to comprehend people's behavior, expectation to make decision. Yes. It's always to attempt to foresee what the future hold from your people and make decision in accordance to that. I have tears in my eyes reading all your answers. You people are so good. People analytics is basically using numbers to represent for, oh wait. human and employees, so we can make more insight and logical decision. Yes, very good answer. But I have a question. When analyzing the data, would there be biases from analysis or HR decision making? That's a very good question. Okay. Although analysis goes against assumptions and biases. So if you want to define the term analysis, that itself says that when we want to go against biases and assumptions, that is actually analysis. However, some biases comes from analysis as well. Let me hold on. So if you are writing, keep writing, but let me answer this question because it is a very logical, very good question. Now, last time when we were doing, because I told you, right, I'm an HR consultant as well, and I help other companies to take some decisions related to HR. So we did this analysis for one of the companies in India, and the analysis was saying that the people who are between the age of 30 to 55, 30 to 55, they are the highest performers. They are doing very well. But people who are above 55 or people who are younger than 30, their performance is comparatively lower because we did the age analysis with performance score. Now just think about it that, the first instinct that came from that HR was like, oh, in that case, we should not have people of older age in our company. Now that's a bias. That's a big bias. You will never hire anybody who is 56, 57, 58. You will not respect people who are older age. You will not be giving them any good responsibility just by thinking that they are not a good performer because that's what data is saying. But is it true? Is it applicable to every one of them? Instead of not giving them anything, isn't it your responsibility to provide more support? Right? So these kind of biases comes. And people, when they see the analysis results, how to treat that result correctly, that's a bias that comes because data tells you the truth. Data is telling you the truth that people above 55 age is not working very well or have comparatively less performance score. So maybe everyone else get 4 out of 5, they get 3.3. But it doesn't mean that those people are useless or they cannot do anything or they are lazy. No, you have to provide them a different kind of support and their performance will reach to 4.3. So these kind of biases needs to be taken care of. And if you are treating data in a wrong way, of course, there will be many biases as well. So very good question. I think we will learn about this eventually in every class when we will start working with data. So we will start working with data from week 2 itself. Okay, so just week 1 is introduction, week 2 is already a data week. So we will talk about all these things in detail, but I really appreciate your question. Very good. Oh my God, I have so many answers to read. Let me go. Use data to comprehend people's behavior, expectation, and yes, it is always attempt to foresee what the future holds. Yeah, that's what I have read already. People analytics is basically using numbers to represent human and employees so we can make more insightful and logical decision. Yes. I used to think PA means analyzing people and their mind, kind of similar psychology. Ah, but after reading the course material, I understand it is analyzing the data of the workforce, but I feel like it is related to a bit of understanding people as well. Yes, it is a lot about understanding people. So when you don't have number data, what you have? You have qualitative data. In that case, you will understand their behavior patterns, their emotions, why they are doing something, what they are thinking about anything, maybe like company culture, what motivates them, what make them frustrated. We will learn about all these things, but of course we will learn everything related to data, okay, or using data to be said correctly. Okay. I think PA uses data and technology to look at the workforce performance and HR process. Instead of just relying on instincts, it uses data analysis to show real business impact and help leader make smarter decisions. Amazing answers, amazing. To collect data from employees to identify and solve problem. Yes, Biases can be involved, hence why the person who does the analysis need to try their best to stay objective while being aware with the thoughts they have are subjective, basically thinking clearly. Yes, very good answer. My God, I'm liking it so much. From my perspective, biases are always there, so we cannot completely asking for non-bias analysis or decision making. Yes. Thank for this wonderful insights, Miss. Oh, amazing. Exactly so. Okay. Let me virtually clap for all of you. You people are beyond my expectation. I absolutely, absolutely love you all. I'm so super excited. So excited to actually go ahead with this course with all of you. I just hope that you don't give up on this energy that you are showing today, but you have done an amazing job. My my thousand claps for you. I love you all. All right. I don't think I need to show you this slide anymore. I'm absolutely skipping it. Why? Because your answers are 100,000 times better than what I have mentioned on my slides. So if you want to know about people analytics, just read the comments that everybody else has written. You will get to know it. But now I am hoping that you all have this idea that what exactly this is all about. So good. Okay, I have some examples, real examples to give you so that you can understand that how we can use it to solve different types of problem and how companies are doing it. Okay, so the first example is about a company called IBM. It is an international business machine, which is a computer manufacturing um, company, very famous. I believe you know IBM. So they were having this problem of employee turnover. Turnover means many people were leaving the organization. You know, it was very hard for them to retain the people. And these IT people or any employees nowadays, they are very expensive, very expensive. You know, just think about me. RMIT has spent so much of money on me just to bring me from my country to here. My salaries, my hiring cost, that is all other things. Just to relocation, it is so expensive. So companies are putting a lot of money on employees. And just imagine I work here for 6 months, 8 months, and I just leave. It's a very big loss for RMIT. Same thing was happening with IBM. People were leaving. So what they did, they collected different types of data, like time of promotion, and then managers' feedback, learning program participation, because people love to learn new things. If they are not learning, they feel like their market value is diminishing, and then they don't like to work for any company. So they collected this kind of data, they analyze it very well, and then they found that most of the people are leaving the organization just because they are not getting enough opportunity to learn new things. So what they did, they created this skill development program. They created in a very structured manner, and people started participating in that, and that's how they could retain more people, and people started being in the company, not thinking about leaving, just because they were getting many opportunities to learn new things and grow in their career. And that's how their CV gets more value, right? Because you have a lot of certifications, a lot of programs that you are participating, and you can mention everything. So just by analyzing the data, they could actually figure out what was wrong and they fixed it. Same thing happened in the Google as well, but the problem was related to enhancement of the employee performance. Okay, just hold on. I need to close this view so that I can see the slides. Yes. So Google studied the performance review, feedback, team outcomes. They collected all these data and then they find out that the best managers were not the technical ones. So if you are a manager and you know everything about IT, you might not actually be a good manager. Because managers are good when they are good listeners, give regular feedbacks, and also support the team growth. That's what they identify, that these are the three characteristics of a good manager. And then based on that, they started training the managers on their behavior, and that's how they improve the performance as well as the employee satisfaction as well. right? And indirectly, it will reduce the attrition as well. So when you know the root cause of something, that what exactly is going wrong or how we can improve it, we can fix it. And data helps you to do that. So instead of doing a lot of heat and trial or experiments, we can actually find out that what needs to be fixed. Okay. Some more examples here, like Walmart, it reduces its absenteeism using data. Microsoft, it uses this engagement. Engagement is that how people feel connected to the organization, what sense of belongingness they have. If people have strong sense of belongingness, by default they perform better and they stay. So instead of just using the survey data, they combine the different types of data from different sources and come out that what exactly making employees more engaged. So different companies are using that. Although my examples are like from big companies, but that's not true that only big companies are using that. I told you earlier, right, that I have been interviewing a lot of SMEs in Vietnam for my research. And I got to know that many small companies in Vietnam, even when they have just 50 employees, they are working on analytics. They are also using AI for analytics, and then they are taking a very real time decisions based on data. Okay, I have some examples, but I will keep those examples for upcoming classes when we will actually be studying that specific topic. I will show you those recordings of those people as well. Okay, so we have discussed this question already, that what data driven decision making is and what people analytics is. So this is all we are going to learn about, but we will learn a little bit more about it. For example, ethics. Whenever you have data, data comes with a lot of responsibility, and we have to be very ethical about from where data is coming from and how we are using it to take decisions. So we will learn about ethically responsible data. We will learn about the different strategies to take decisions, different tools, the skills that are required. Predictive modeling. Predictive modeling means how you can not only see what is happening, but you can also see the future using the data, that what may happen in the future. Okay. And we will see that how overall these things helps us to take well informed decisions and how we can improve the overall organization performance. Okay. For this, you have 3 assignments. Assignment 1 is individual assignment of 1000 words, where you will be writing a report using AI. So it is AI based assignment. The second one is a group presentation using Power BI and quantitative data. And the third assignment is based on qualitative data. Qualitative means non-numerical data, and it will be an individual assignment. And you will also have to record a video for that. And here also you can use AI. So AI will help you for this as well. Okay. Academic integrity, I think I can skip this. Plagiarism, no cheating, okay? And these are some recent trends which talks about that how most of the companies, 80%, 70%, 87%, these are different real reports of 2026 which talks about that how exactly companies are adopting HR analytics into their process. That means this skill, again I'm saying this is not a course, this is a skill that you are learning. This skill is highly in demand. And congratulations, you are learning it already. Okay. And these are some more trends, but I think we can keep it for the tutorial class. So that's all for today. I have an eye on the time because I cannot extend this class. I'm free, you might be busy. But before we leave, if you have any questions now, ask. Second, if you don't have any question, then I have a question. Yes, thank you, Nath. I really appreciate that. The question is, before you leave, you have to write down one thing that you liked most about today's session? One key takeaway, any one thing that you liked about it. But before that, if you have any question, please ask. If no question, then write down your answer. Thank you. People talk a lot. Yes, I love that too. I hope we can keep this energy till the end of this semester. My energy is not going to drop. Yours should not also be dropping, okay? Hmm. That's good that you are awake and nobody is feeling sleepy. Ah, yes. Yes, the glass has to be very active, right? And I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you so much for being so wonderful today, for all your participation. I absolutely loved it. And you people are really very smart. So amazing. So inspiring. I love you all. Yes, that's what I'm also hoping. You all have to keep this energy, okay? Don't let it drop at any point. Okay, that's amazing that you like the clarity of information. Your explanation is easy to understand, even though this is my first HR class. Yes, I will keep it simple so that you all can understand it. Yes, if you are in Hanoi, then you will see me again. If you are in Saigon, then I will see you next week. Okay? So make sure you interact with each other, make new friends, have some good time in your offline classes as well. And of course, we are going to meet again with the same energy every time. Okay? All right. It's already 11 now. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining this class, making it so amazing and interesting. And don't give up on your energy any day. Okay? Bye. I'll see you again. Yes, if you have anything to say or any question, just unmute yourself and talk to me. I'm here. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.